Hey there, Kathie again. I wanted to share inside another character building book that I really like. This one is called Aesop's Fables for Children, and it's recommended for ages 3 or older. And they also have an illustrated version that's for children that are 8 years or older. And I really like this book for a couple reasons. One, of course, is because it teaches character and great moral lessons. And using stories to teach your kids these character traits is such a great way to help them actually remember and learn from it. Sometimes we like to just give our kids lectures about things, but when you can make it practical and they see the importance of it or why it's better to show the right behavior and character, that makes more of a lasting impression that's more likely to bring change. For one example, you can tell your kids maybe something from your childhood. Maybe you want to teach them about the importance of being honest. You can tell them about a time when you were younger and you were dishonest, and then the consequences of that and how it didn't end well for you because of your dishonesty. That story will stick with your children and encourage them in the area of honesty much more than a lecture on that topic will do. So using these stories is a great way to teach your kids character and in a way that they're going to remember and enjoy while they're learning. Of course, when we're teaching our children something important, we want them to enjoy it so that they want to keep learning and keep listening. And I'll share first of all just the stories that are in here so you'll know. It has the fox and the crow, the hare and the tortoise, the ant and the grasshopper, the greedy dog, the lion and the mouse, the fox and the stork, the tortoise and the eagle, the sun and the wind, and the town mouse and the country mouse. And one of the reasons that I really like this for our younger children is because there's very little text on the pages. Like if you see on this page with the story about the fox, it has a little bit of writing, just a couple sentences there, but then the whole rest of it is pictures. And I love the color. The illustrations in here are beautiful, and they're going to catch your kids' eyes just because of the vibrant colors. And they won't get bored before you have to turn the page because there's so much to look at in the picture while you're just reading a short amount of text to them. When your kids are young, that's important. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I know when I read to my little granddaughter, she just wants to turn the page. So it's hard to keep her on a page if there's a lot of text. So this is why this is good for your younger children. And just a couple of the stories I'll give you a little look at. This is one about being boastful or proud, the story of that proud hare who thought he could win the race, but he ended up losing. Great lesson to teach your children. And then another fun one in here is the story of the puppy who was very greedy. And look at that picture of the dog. Your kids will love the pictures. And of course, you know the story about how the dog lost the bone because he was greedy. When he looked in the water, he thought another dog had that bone. So that's just a couple of the stories. I'll show you a couple more pictures of other stories just so you can kind of get a better idea of what's in here. And let's do one more. This is a fun one. Okay, so those are just a few of the things that are in this book and some of the reasons that I really enjoy this and recommend it for training character in your children.